Hey, it's me, Marquelworld. How are you? And of course, it wants to be like this, but we are talking about TNA Impact, the AMC debut. Yes, the TNA AMC debut. Let me adjust this. Sorry, it's a little far. Okay, so the team. Okay, let me just adjust a little bit better. So you just get my face. But it is the TNA Impact Review AMC. Okay, I'm a little too far. Let me move this child. I'm not trying to be too far, but okay, this is good enough. But yes, we do have the AMC Review, TNA Impact. What are my first thoughts? I guess Mike Santana winning, I would have to say, is one of the highlights, I guess, of tonight. Him winning, a lot of people. Oh, I'm so far. A lot of people can say that it was him. And see, I'm tired. I gotta be up tomorrow at 6:30, and it's already 11:40. So him winning was a little bit sloppy to me, just the way he won. But it is what it is. I mean, he won the title. I guess they wanted this big moment. I will say this. I was a little disappointed. Oh, this again on my nerves, child. Maybe just a little better. But I was disappointed with the women's match, the tag team match I'm talking about. What I mean by that, I didn't even see. Okay, what are we doing? Like, I didn't even click anything. Like, why are we doing that? But the women with the TNA Tag Team Championships, you couldn't even see what happened because, I think I'm, okay, it's this camera. Sorry, I'm doing it on my MacBook and I have this camera, this USB that's connected. So again, I gotta keep moving to get adjusted. But, I couldn't even see how the Elegant brand won the TNA Knockout Championships. The tag team, I know they won, but I couldn't see it because it kept going to commercial and went to commercial, and then it was a roll up to another commercial. So I don't know what happened. I don't know how they won the belts. I don't know. Just 1 minute they were the champions. So that kind of left a bad impression. I kind of turned off the channel for a little while because I was a little disappointed. I couldn't even see what happened. So I don't know what's going on with AMC. I don't know if it was a sling thing where they add more ads. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was not a good look. The packages were cute, I will say. The packages were cute. They did show a lot of packages. I will say AJ Styles did come out and he did start. Okay. I guess I'll say it like this. He did come out and he did start TNA with the bang. I guess him coming was supposed to bring a lot of nostalgia to us. So he did come out to get the crowd amplified, but I don't know. I mean, of course he didn't wrestle, so I mean, he is a wrestler and he just keeps coming to TNA just to talk. So I really don't care about him talking a lot. He can have a podcast, all that I care about. But that's what he mostly does when he comes to TNA Impact is just talk. So that being said, he did what he did. He talked. He did have some backstage you don't have to edit while I go live. He did have some backstage interaction with some stars, such as a Mike Santana. I guess that's trying to be him rubbing off that he wants the title, because he did also have an interaction with who was that champion? Casario, what's his name? But yeah, he did have an interaction with him as well. So it looks like he does want to be involved with the TNA Championship title scene. Okay, give me one sec. We had a lot of people leaving. I guess the Inspirations, after they lost, they dipped. So I guess they're no longer part of TNA. A little weird. Like, how did they were just signed, they came back, and then they come back for a couple months, and then they leave again. I don't know what kind of contracts that he has them under, where they can just keep leaving so fast. I do know that Nick Nemeth did resign, so that's a good look for TNA. At least they have that. But almost done. I do wish the Inspiration nothing but the best. I don't know where they're going. That maybe they're going back to WWE. I don't know. Maybe they're going back to WWE, but the Inspiration, they are allegedly done with TNA after that match. I will say this: Santino Morel did get his flowers while he's here. We did have what's her name? Damn it. I know her name used to be Sonya Deville, but what's her name? Let me look. Dara Ray. Yes, Dara Ray. She made her debut basically in TNA Impact. She's going to be that authority figure kind of person. I'm happy for her. I will say that, but I think she can be a good authority role. I think she can. She has the look. She looks sexy with that bob. I mean, that bob looks sexy, honey. So she was working that. I know a lot of people, they used to compare her and Mandy Rose, of course, because they were a tag team, but they both look good in their own right. Okay, so let's see. We also had, I'm not remembering these girls' names. We know her as Cora Jade, but she's no longer Cora Jade. I guess she's now part of, what is it, Elijah Black, Elena Black. But she's no longer part of WWE, clearly, because she got released. So I guess she's now part of TNA Impact. I do always like Cora Jade. I always thought she was the underdog between her and Roxanne Perez. And Roxanne Perez was getting all the glory and shine compared to them being together. I mean, if I recall correctly, it was both of them together. So she got most of the shine out of the two. So I am glad that she now has this platform to shine on her own. I will say this with Mara Shade. Wasn't that her name? The one that used to be with Lash Legend. I mean, we did think that she was going to get a lot of shine being the newest WWE girl that got released, let's be real, and now is trying to make her way through the TNA ranking. But I guess we have a lot of newbies making their debuts. So I guess Cora Jade is now part of TNA Impact. I don't know if this is going to take away from Mara Jade. I know she was improving with that moonsault. That was looking cute. But a lot of knockouts are leaving and signing. Again, the Inspiration, I don't know what's next for them. Again, they keep coming and then they keep leaving. So I don't know. But Chris Jericho did not show up. I know a lot of you guys, some people were saying that Chris Jericho would show up. That did not happen. Let me see. I mean, a lot of people, I'm looking at some of my notes and some things that's online. Some people were talking about the camera angles and the quality of the camera. And by the way, this is Marquelworld, all things pro wrestling news my life. Please like and follow. I post pro wrestling news at least 3 times a week. But they were stating this. Some people were saying the quality. They didn't really like the quality of the TNA Impact show on AMC, the network. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I do feel like it kind of looked okay to me. I'm not really a pixel person. If the action's good and it looks decent, I'm not complaining. So it did look decent to me. It wasn't no WWE Netflix 4K resolution or the 2K we get if we don't really get the actual 4K, but it did look at least 1080p compared to maybe the 720 we were getting from what is it called? Access TV. I mean, again, it looked okay to me. I do know that some people will nitpick. Again, I'm not one of those, but what else happened? Again, I'm not really looking at notes. Again, I'm just speaking from what I saw. Again, I did turn it off for a minute after the women's match and how I didn't get to see the ending, so that did upset me. So I did turn it off for a couple minutes. We did have Dixie Carter and Bully Ray did show up. Dixie Carter is someone who got mixed reactions. I don't know what that was about. I don't know why she would get that. I do know that there are a lot of people that have shoot interviews about working with her, and maybe there were some things that weren't said right, that she didn't know how to handle the business. Maybe some people feel like she ruined TNA. It depends on who you're talking to. You have some people that say she helped TNA, and then you have some people that says that she ruined it. So it depends, again, on who you're talking to. To me, I always did like her. I always thought she was like a Stephanie McMahon of TNA. But a lot of people, I guess, did feel like she ruined it. Again, people said that Hulk Hogan ruined TNA Impact. So again, a lot of people are getting blamed for the demise of TNA at this point. First it was Hulk Hogan, then it was Dixie Carter. So we don't know who actually is someone that took them away from their heydays from Spike TV. But I do feel like with AMC, it did look decent. The X Division package was really nice. I think they even showed Samoa Joe as well. So, little shocking that she got booed, Dixie Carter, but again, this is TNA. We're talking about the celebrities that they had representing AMC. Child, bye. I don't watch. Just like this boxer, I did not know who that was. Give me 1 second. I don't know what's next for Mike Santana. I don't know who he would even face at this point. A little odd that Joe Hendry, I guess he's not part of the partnership since he got signed to NXT. So I guess we're not seeing him any longer. I mean, this would have been a big moment for him to be part of this night. Again, don't they have the partnership? But I guess it only works for certain nights. But we haven't seen him since he signed to WWE, if you haven't noticed. Okay, so let me look at this. I did want to talk about Ash by Elegance. Notice she's in the ring. I guess they have this new guy who's the new Mr. Elegance. What do we think about that? I mean, I guess it was cute. Perez Hilton, were you happy to see him? Give me 1 second. Let's see. Perez Hilton, I can't really tell you what he did. I feel like he was involved with the ending of the match with the women, but again, since I couldn't see it, I didn't know what happened. I feel like some foolery happened at the end that made the Inspiration lose their title, but again, since I couldn't see the ending, since there were commercials playing, I really don't know how involved he was. I guess this makes sense that he would be involved in that segment out of everyone. Okay, sorry, I was texting someone back before I forget, because again, after this, I'm going straight to bed. But, okay, so do want to say with the president of TNA, I guess he got an okay ovation. I don't really know his name again. He's okay looking. He kind of reminds me of Tony Khan, someone with money that's a little nerdy looking. That's what he kind of reminds me of. I will say this, the ring looked okay. We do like to gossip. What do we think about the crowd? I did see some empty seats. I'm not laughing out of being funny or mean spirited, but I'm just being real. There were a lot of seats that were empty. I noticed that when they were going to the guests at ringside, you saw a lot of black spots, which were the empty seats. So I don't know what momentum they need to pick up to sell out. I mean, it was a little noticeable that the seats weren't fully booked. But again, it looked like a nice house. They did have a lot of surprises, like I stated. Billy Ray. Oh, we did have Candice Michelle. She also showed up. Miss Candice Michelle. She showed up. Yes, she showed up as well. I was very shocked to see her. She was with who I just told you about, Myra Shade, or what's her name? The one that used to be part of Lash Legend. The Futuristic Girls. What was her name? Myra Shade. Well, yes, I guess she's friends with Candice Michelle. Well, I guess they were sitting next to each other. We saw Candice Michelle do the GoDaddy dance. So it seems like TNA was trying to get a lot of buzz somehow by including a lot of legends and people from the heyday. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm pulling up the results because I'm going to be real. Remember, I did turn it off for a couple minutes after that tag team match, so I did miss some of it. I did not miss the beginning with the Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy fighting, what is it? Not the System, but you know, Mustafa Ali, Jason, and all of them. Of course, the Hardy Boys, they did get that win. But, I mean, I guess it was the safe bet. I mean, on AMC, on their debut, the Hardy Boys are known. Okay, so let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, come on. I love how they say results and then it's like 20 minutes of just like stuff that aren't results. So let's go. Will say we did see, what's his name? Top Dollar. We did see him. And by the way, if you have not, please like and follow. I post at least 3 times a week pro wrestling news. Please like and follow. Thank you, thank you. I know it's late. I didn't even advertise I was coming on today. I advertised 2 days ago, so I know a lot of people ain't gonna come because I really didn't advertise today or yesterday, but I did advertise 2 days ago that I was going live. But again, it's already midnight and I know we gotta be up at 6 or 7 for work for Friday. But I did want to get on here real fast. The Hardys and Elijah, they won. Santino Morello cutting his promo. That was cute. I guess he got to have his moment with the crowd. I guess the crowd did appreciate him again, giving him his flowers while he is here. I mean, I love to see that. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. I guess we had Stax and Ariana Grace. They did a backstage promo probably after I turned it off for that quick second after that tag team women's match. I really don't care for him that much. I do know he's the TNA Intercontinental Champion. I will say the girl, she looks cute. I mean, she got a cute look. She's trying, so I'll give her that. But I guess her boyfriend is not really screaming star power at this point. So I really don't see it for him. Her, she's cute. Again, not to be mean. I mean, maybe it'll take a little bit more time for me to get used to him. Not saying that I don't see him being a star, but I don't see him being star power where he needs to get this massive push right now. I guess Indy cut a promo. I guess everybody's cutting promos, honey. Cedric, I guess they showed him. We do know that he did resign with TNA Impact. Cedric Alexander, Nick Nemeth. There was someone else that re-signed. It was some female. Shit. But they did have some re-signings. So even though some people left like the Rascals and Jake something, they did have some re-signings. Do feel like Kiera Hogan should come back. That would be cute if Fire Flav came back. I did like her and Tasha. They were cute. I mean, Tasha's being nothing more but a manager at this point, so that would be something for Tasha to do. So I feel like they will bring more people. I feel like Kiera Hogan should be brought back. Eventually, they will get mid-card titles for the women if they take it serious. But AMC, TNA, I mean, it's the beginning of a new era. I'm not opposed to it. Again, I am disappointed with the women's tag team match. While it was going on, it started a little action, commercial, roll up, roll up, commercial, back to the match for 5 seconds, a new commercial, go back. Ash by Elegance, Heather, and Maggie are all raising their hands with the new tag team champions. What happened? Like, I didn't even see nothing. I didn't even see a pin. So, again, I don't know what happened. I don't know if that's Sling TV adding extra ads. Who knows? But TNA tonight, I will say 8 out of 10. Well, yeah, 8 out of 10. It did have a lot of surprises. My favorite was Daria and Cora Jade. I was happy to see them. And let me see. Let me get Cora Jade's name right. Elena Black. So it was good seeing Elena Black and Daria come. It was great seeing them. But I loved the energy of the crowd. They did seem excited for TNA and their new home. But TNA Impact AMC, this was a quick 20-minute review. Yes, it is 12:05 o'clock in the morning, but hey, 6:30 I gotta be up, but it's Friday, so I have the weekend. It is Martin Luther King, so I have a longer weekend. Please like and follow if you have not. I post pro wrestling news at least 3 times a week here on YouTube. Also on TikTok, Marquelworld, and on X, Blue Sky, I'm on there as well. And Instagram, Marquelworld. Also, Pro Wrestling T, TEA, Pro Wrestling T, TEA. It's a Facebook group I run. You guys can post wrestling gossip. I do too. But TNA Impact, speaking of gossip, they lost a lot of people, but they gained a lot of people. Nick Nemeth will be a vocal point of this deal. I see they have Ash by Elegance on the poster as well. Former WWE person, Dana Brooke. Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler, so we get it. We all know why they're promoting them because, again, they have probably most of the star power, but at this point, Leon Slater probably has a little bit more star power than some people on that roster. Speaking of, he won't be at Genesis to compete. Some people are saying due to visa issues. Some people are saying because WWE want him at a live show. But he will be at a live show for WWE. He will be competing this weekend instead of actually being at Genesis, TNA's wrestling pay-per-view. He won't be at the pay-per-view, but he will be performing at WWE at the live event allegedly. So this is WWE really trying to get him. It's clear, it's writing on the wall that he will be signed to WWE. And then he'll be like the rest of them. He'll be like Jordan Grace, who was part of TNA, was part of the partnership, then got signed to WWE, and then we never saw her in TNA. Even though during the partnership we saw her in TNA and WWE when she was signed to TNA, but of course in WWE she never comes back. Kind of like Joe Hendry, signed in TNA, part of the partnership, is part of NXT and TNA, gets signed to NXT, and we no longer see him. I mean, when was the last time we saw him since he got signed? I'll wait. And they're going to do the same thing with Leon Slater. They're going to sign him just like they're doing him with NXT No Mercy. Saturday night's main event. He's showing up in TNA because he's still signed to TNA, but he's also part of the partnership. That's why they have him part of Saturday night's main event. NXT Deadline. you know, they have him included in all this partnership shit. And then once he gets signed, of course, to WWE, we won't see him no longer part of the partnership or TNA. He'll just be in WWE the whole time. So again, this partnership is to help TNA get some exposure by getting some of their people in WWE TV and getting their belts on WWE TV. But at the same time, it's very clear WWE is using this to test drive some people that are getting a big buzz in TNA to see if they can make them stars in WWE. So they test drive them, put them on the NXT deadline, Saturday night's main event. You know, they keep giving these TNA people they're interested in opportunities, and then as soon as they sign them, they're no longer part of the partnership, and then they go on to the next person they want to take from TNA. So first it was Jordan Grace they wanted from TNA. They got her after they put her part of that partnership for a while, the Royal Rumble appearance, the Roxanne match while she was still signing TNA, and then her coming to NXT. Test drive, okay, this girl can work, we want her, here's your contract, you no longer are part of this partnership anymore. Okay, we like Joe Hendry, you're really hot in TNA, okay, let's put you part of this partnership. Okay, you will still show up in TNA and do WWE at the same time. Okay, we like you enough, we'll make you a star, we're signing you. You'll no longer be seen in TNA no longer. So Leon Slater, it was nice seeing him while he lasts in TNA, but it's written already that he's done clearly once his deal expires this year, later towards the end of the year, allegedly. I will say this, I am wishing him nothing but the best. I do like him a lot. The only thing I don't like is what he did with his teeth. He did redo them. Well, I guess he had surgical work done to cover his, what is it called? When you're missing a tooth. His gap. Yeah, he had a nice gap and kind of made him look cute, his gap. But now he clearly got surgical stuff done. Now he has teeth that are really white and he no longer has that gap. So that really was something that helped identify him. It made him special and made him stand out, kind of like Bobby Christina. Bobby Brown's daughter and Whitney Houston. A lot of people didn't like her gap, but I always thought it made her stand out. But I'm kind of like Leon Slater. But again, Leon Slater, X Division champ. The Rascal's gone. Very sad. I thought Myron Reed would become the new X Division champ. But I'm still hoping for TNA and these new signings. Very exciting. I was excited to see some of this stuff. So I can't hate. Again, the camera angles really didn't matter to me. The visuals, it was not 720. It looked 1080, so that's good enough for me. But yeah, it would be nice if we can get 4K or 2K eventually. But still, TNA, best of luck. This is Marquelworld, all things pro wrestling news my life. I've been on for 27 minutes. This was my quick review of TNA Impact. I will be live this weekend as well. I'll post. But thank you for the support. I'll be back, YouTube. And good night. I gotta be up at 6:30, so it's 12:11. Okay, I'm done.